What's going on, guys? Welcome back to episode 3 of the new series, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8? That's 8 of the original run of Anime with Ali. I'm Ali, let's talk about some anime, shall we? So today's episode, I'm going to be talking about anime I'm not sure many of you might have heard of, or very many of you, that's the same thing. It's called Inuyashiki. The first thing to note about Inuyashiki is it's a manga originally, and the series created by the author of Gantz, the mangaka Hiroya Oku. Now, that alone got me interested in this. But again, for those who don't know the author and for the premise, if that kind of alone gets you interested, then that's great, that's fine too. It's a fantastic series, and I think it's something that it's worth checking out whether you're into the author's previous work or whether you're looking for something fresh, something different, something new. So before I delve into the characters and whatnot, I'm just going to go a little bit into the backstory, into the blurb of the series itself. So Inuyashiki, it's about, two characters. Inuyashiki, the first main character, and the Hiro, the second main character. I guess Inuyashiki would be the protagonist, Hiro would be the antagonist. But let's call them the two mains for now. And these characters, the main gist of it all is they are both in a park at the dead of night, just kind of contemplating life and just going about their daily lives and their routines. And then suddenly they get hit by a meteor. So out of nowhere that happens. You presume that they're dead, but that wouldn't be good because we're only at episode 1 right now. But they're not, and they actually end up being more or less unharmed. But here's the stickler, guys, here's the big thing. They actually end up being altered. They change from previously being normal, everyday humans. They ended up, some reason or another, somehow, their bodies changed into that of cyborgs. So outside, the outwardly appearance is the same, but on the inside, they're now totally machine. So, talking more about the premise here, Inuyashiki, as the main character, he's a 58-year-old old man. Like, it's really refreshing actually in a way, because lots of animes these days are very much focused on portraying, younger, kind of preteen or just high school age, modern society people in the roles of, main character. So next, the second main character, or protagonist, not protagonist, antagonist, I got my words mixed up in this case, Hiro. Now, he, like Inuyashiki, got hit by the meteor while in the park, and he, like Inuyashiki, had his body modified into a cyborg. But here's where the main differences actually end up being made very clear. Where Inuyashiki is someone who cares for his family, thinks about other people, and is just, I guess, trying to find what really he should be doing in life, and he wants to be doing something that actually means something. Even at his age, he's thinking about, what can I do in my life right now that gives me purpose? Hiro, on the other hand, he's the kind of person, he thinks of no one but himself. He's got those that he cares for. I'd say maybe about two or three characters in the anime that you'll see during the course of the series. But again, being polar opposite, he cares mainly for himself, thinks only for himself. So being hit by a meteor, changing into cyborgs, the two characters end up realizing that, oh wow, they've got powers and they've got abilities now they didn't have, of course, when they were humans. It's here where things kind of take a turn. Both characters' paths take a turn. Inuyashiki wants to use his powers for good. He uses them to help people, being very selfless. But he doesn't. He uses them for himself, for his reasons, for his enjoyment. Where Inuyashiki saves people and wants to do good, Hiro does the complete opposite of that. I won't say any more, but it's crazy. So the series then ends up taking two different paths. focusing on the two different characters. Ultimately though, at some point in the series they do meet, and the whole premise of the series is they have a showdown. I'm not going to say what happened, but I'm just going to say that it was awesome. This series, I'm trying to find the message behind it, and I think it's just that if you're given something like this kind of power, how would you choose to use it? And with humans and human nature, and being only human, not everyone will have the same idea and want to make the same impact as others. Some will use it for good, some will use it for bad, some will use it for others, some will use it for their own means and purposes. And I think that's what the anime was kind of trying to get about. Or maybe I'm thinking about it too hard and it's just about cyborgs going crazy. You can say that it's another kind of Gantz, or it's just a mature, kind of adult-oriented violent anime. It is those things. It's very violent, it's very adult-oriented, it's very graphic and very gory, and also very cruel in some instances. It's very eye-opening and very thought-provoking. It does try to tell a story, it does try to kind of convey meaning and feeling and emotion. At least that's what I got from it. Pretty much what I can say is this anime is kind of built to shock, built to surprise, and built to make you think. What I really liked as well about the anime was it stayed very true to the manga source material, the original idea, original story, original source material. That's great. Bearing in mind it's not a very long anime, only about 11 episodes long, but bearing in mind again, to fit in as many chapters as they had of the series into 11 episodes, while I would say it felt a bit rushed in some points, I would say that it also did its best that it could. So you're not missing out a lot by missing out on the manga or not continuing the manga if you had read it prior. If you jump into the anime just blind like I did, then you're getting the story, you're getting the full story, you're getting nothing but the story. That was really bad. I'd recommend it to those who have prior knowledge of Ryoku and have watched Gantz, and essentially if you enjoy all the aforementioned, gore, blood, shock, violence, it's not just about that. There's also a story to be told and a debate to be had, pretty much, because in some aspects people will side with Inuyashiki, people will maybe even appreciate Hiro's motives and kind of mind frame. But essentially, when it comes down to it, guys, if you're looking for an 11 episode anime and you want something different, maybe it's not something you've heard of, maybe you've not watched anything like it before, give this a look. You won't be disappointed. I certainly wasn't, and I'm going to give it a recommendation. And I hope you guys check it out. So, with all that said, it's time to end this, guys. Catch you in the next one.